father wasn't there, but that's cool. The absent father is my heart spilled out on the pages of life. I felt that my father was not an active role in my life growing up and into adulthood, and I felt that affected me. It allowed me to harbor hate, anger, and insecurities because my father wasn't there. I dealt with so many things growing up that I could have used my father for, but he wasn't there. I had a bully who picked on me for no reason, but my father wasn't there. I had my heart broken a couple times, but my father wasn't there. I've lost loved ones, but my father wasn't there. It pains me to think about a 2-year-old, a 15-year-old, or a 44-year-old who has to deal with the fact that their father is not there. That can affect you until the day that you die. I allow my pain, my struggles, and my insecurities to limit me. I was told that I had a learning disability when I was in 2nd grade, but where was my father? Where was he to help me learn how to study better? Being told I had a learning disability has affected me even until this day. When I was in college, I took computer programming as a degree. That's one of the most difficult degrees to take for someone who's been told they have a learning disability and they can't understand what they read. How was I supposed to memorize hundreds of lines of code? Where's my father to help me do that? He wasn't there. I stand before you all a powerful man, not an angry man, not a weak man, not a hindered man, but a powerful man. I attribute that to the fact that I decided to forgive my father 8 years ago at the age of 27. I forgave him for not being there the way I wanted him to be there. I wanted my father to teach me how to be a great football player. I wanted my father to teach, hello, L. I wanted my father to teach me how to ask a girl out on a date. And I wanted my father to teach me how to take care of business, but he wasn't there. I also felt like the hate and anger that I had was like being in prison. When people used to ask me about my father, I didn't want to talk about him, and that's not fair to him. I remember the pain and anger building up into my body, and when my father did want to reach out, I didn't want to hear it. I felt that I was grown, and I had already made up my decision. I felt that I didn't need him, but I did need him. I lost my children. And I needed my father. But he wasn't there. I almost lost my mother. And I needed my father. But he wasn't there. I sat and watched my uncle deteriorate right before my eyes. But my father wasn't there. You know, I wasn't doing this myself. I was able to say it. Till y'all got here, now I'm tearing up. Mother, why doesn't my father love me? That is the conversation I had with my mother. That is the conversation thousands of little boys and little girls are having with their mothers. As an adult, I understand that the fact that my father wasn't there helped push me to be successful. My village helped raise me. They were there when I needed them. My Uncle Sylvester is the best man I ever met. He helped me so much. I struggled when I was in college. I struggled with the pain and anger that I had. He told me to always respect my father. He did not allow me to reach for mediocrity. He wanted me to be a man, and I can never thank him enough for that. My father wasn't there, but that's cool. There are thousands of fathers just like you. How do we expect a 7-year-old whose father's in jail, whose mother's in jail, whose grandmother is only 14 years older than the mother, and she's still living her life, living in substandard housing, getting substandard education, and living a substandard lifestyle to ever make it. We offer that child hope. Hope for a better life. Hope for the fact that if he can focus on education, he can better his family's life. Hope that he is not alone. He can be the next one who creates that life-saving device. He can create the next internet billion-dollar business. He can become a present father one day. How do we expect that little girl who thinks that she's in love with the love of her life, only to find out that he's a monster? Where is her father? He is absent. We put our arms around her and show her that she never has to worry about the self-image that a man creates for her. We tell her that she never has to allow the oppression of women to affect her. She is strong, and she can become an entrepreneur. She can be a doctor, start a charter school, be a politician, or do her part to change the world. What is the difference between what we teach poor children and teach wealthy children? Hope. If it wasn't for millions of single mothers, this world would be horrible. To look in my mother's eyes and see the pain that she had to deal with was unbearable. She worked 12 to 16-hour days to put food on our table. She was the daughter of an absent father. So how is she supposed to know how to take care of her children? Her single mother was strong and ensured that my mother would be successful. My mother is an entrepreneur. She did not get a paycheck. She had to work hard for everything that she got, and I appreciate her for that. My brother was the reason for my being while growing up. All I wanted to do was ensure that he would be successful and stayed on the right track. He is an amazing person, and I'm proud of the man he has become. My father wasn't there, but that's cool. These books tap into so many emotions. I sat for hours upon hours writing these books, taking time away from my family so that I would hopefully be able to share my message with someone so they could forgive as a way to heal. Having hate for my father was not good, and I feel bad for all the years I took away from us. These books look to inspire single mothers, present fathers, children of absent fathers, grandparents, and anyone who wants to be successful when they're dealing with a difficult time. Just because you don't have your mother or father in your life doesn't mean you can't be successful. It doesn't mean that you can't go to college. And it doesn't mean that because you have a child of 15 that you can't graduate and be successful. Let's not hinder ourselves. Let's not limit ourselves. If we want our children to be successful, we must strive for success ourselves. I just want to be the best father that I can be. I may not be the best person, but I want to be the best father to my children that I can be. My second book that I'm launching today, Thoughts from a Window Pane, is a deeper look into my struggle to find peace, to forgive and heal. It is a collection of 28 poems and thoughts that further express my journey. There are poems in there that I could not write without dropping tears. My father wasn't there, but that's cool. I am stronger, faster, and more intelligent because I want to be the best at everything that I do. I want to help as many people as possible. I want to see my children realize their dreams. My ancestors may have been owned property, but I want to be the one to own property and inspire a nation. Pain is an emotion best served in a dark corner on a distant island far away from me. I no longer will allow the pain, struggle, and insecurities to hold me back. I will no longer allow the fact that my second grade teacher did not believe I was smart enough to hold me back. I will no longer allow the fact that my middle school coach did not believe I would ever play high school football because I was too small to hold me back. And I will never allow the fact that my father was not an active member of my village to hold me back. I will not let anything hold me back from any of the goals that I set for myself. That's Ellington, that's my son. And it's my brother, Frederick, as well. I want to take a moment to thank you all once again for coming out today. I want to thank people who have been in my village to help me. You know, my mom, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my brother, my uncles, grandparents. They all had a piece on who you see today. My friends, people I work with, you all have a piece in everything that I do on a daily basis. I've learned so much. I always tell people, which is what my uncle taught me, is take the best out of people. You know, no matter, you may have some bad people out there, but take the best. There's a good piece of it in everyone. So once again, I appreciate you all. I want to thank my sister, Myra, Carla, my wife, Kiana, for always helping me out with everything that we do. Once again, my mom made the pinwheels, did an excellent job there. My aunt helped with that. My Aunt Jeannie helped with that as well. I want to thank you all, you know, because all I can say is my mom is amazing. My wife is amazing. My village is amazing. You all are amazing. And I love my father. Thank you.